So just load my okay. What if I try? Okay, Clara, I'm back on, but I only have a couple more minutes. Did you have any questions for me? Perhaps maybe you have a question. So now I'm back. Yes, I have to make sure I have really good bandwidth for me to um, be able to stream without any difficulty. All right. So, all right. So we only have a couple of minutes. If you all have any questions, you can sort of type in that chat window. If not, excuse me, then I will just discuss this problem right here. What is chapter 7? We're not in chapter 7 yet. I will just discuss this question right here. So just take a couple minutes. I won't have time working because I only have a short time left. Anyway, so let's look at that. This question number 6 says, according to Salary Wizard, the average base salary for a brand manager in Houston, Texas is $88,592. And the average base salary for a brand manager in Los Angeles is $97,417. Assume the salaries are normally distributed and the standard deviation for brand managers in Houston is 19,900 and the standard deviation for brand managers in Los Angeles is 21,800. Then what is the probability that a brand manager in Houston has a base salary in excess of $100,000? Then we have the same case for Los Angeles, and then we could compare the probabilities and so on. Let's take a look at one of these, how we would set it up. So let's just look at the important pieces of information. We're told that the average salary, so we're given the mean for Houston, Texas is 88, and for California is 97. We are also told to assume that the salaries are normally distributed. That's very important information. And then that the standard deviations 99 and 21.8 respectively. We could actually calculate, thanks Clara, the coefficient of variation for these two different distributions if we wanted to compare them. But anyway, this first question is, what is the probability that a brand manager in Houston has a base salary in excess of $100,000? And so just to do this, well, let me go back again and just see the values. So for Houston, it's 88,592, and a standard deviation of 19.9, 88,592 and 19.9, 88,592 and 19.9. So 88,592 is the mean, and the standard deviation of 19,900. We want to know what's the probability that a randomly chosen brand manager will have a base salary in excess of 100,000. So since it's 88, 100,000 would be beyond this value right here. This is a different color. So this is 100,000. All right. So we want to know essentially what is the probability that x is greater than or equal to 100,000 given of 88,592 and a standard deviation of 19,900. Right? So we know that standard normal distribution, and we know that the mean is 0, standard deviation is 1, but we would have to find a corresponding value for z for the standard normal table. All right? So remember that this value of 100,000 is a certain number of standard deviations away from this mean of 88,592. So the number of standard deviations is x minus mu over sigma, which is basically 100,000 is our x, minus 88,592, and we have to divide by 19,900. So if we do that, what do we get? So we have 408 and 88 from the 12, so 11,408. So this is 11,408 divided by 19,9, and that will give us our z value. We simply look that value up in the table, and remember our table will give us the area to the left, so we must subtract from that we must subtract that area from 1 to give us the area to the right. So let me see if I could just finish this off, and then we will call it a night for tonight. As we get deeper into the course, of course, I'm sure you guys will have more questions to ask me. So we have 11,408 divided by 19,900 equal to 0.57. So that's our z value, 0.57. So now what we have to do is look up the z table, find 0.5, and then get the 07 value, the second decimal place up, and look this up right here. So what is that area? Let's see what we got. I go to my normal table across here on my second screen. 0.57 gives me 0.7157. So the area to the left is 0.7157. This area right here to the left of the z, 0.7157. But the area I want is the area to the right. This area to the right. So if I want the area to the right, then I must subtract from 1. So just to sum up my probability of x being greater than or equal to 100,000 is the same as the probability of z being greater than or equal to 0.57. All right? So 0.57, But because our table gives us the area to the left, it is 1 minus the area, this is 0.57, which is 1 minus 0.7157. And that gives us an answer of 0.2843, or answer 28.43%. And that is the probability of, so there's about a 28% chance, let's say 29% chance that we could find a brand manager who makes $100,000 or more. That's what this is telling us. So just to write this up, there is, a 28.43% chance a brand manager from Texas, sorry about a small t, earns more than 100,000 base, yep, salary. Okay, so that is the answer to that particular question. And that's it. So all we now have to do is just keep practicing these types of questions, and we will be able to handle a normal distribution quite effectively. All right? So on that note, I'm going to bid you good night. And if you have some questions, you could bring that up in class. If not, that's good. So your assignment is now available in MindTap, and you could go ahead and essentially start it anytime you're ready. And don't forget that you could actually start the assignment, save what you've done so far until you finally decide to submit. You have 2 chances to do that assignment. And so try to get the best mark you can. All right? All the best, and I'll see you soon.